Hello, I'm Ellie Kellen. I'm a PM on the Azure Stack HCI PM team. Today, I'm excited to share about Azure Stack HCI security management at scale with Microsoft Defender for Cloud. Let's get into it. During the next few minutes, I'll start with a brief introduction on what Microsoft Defender for Cloud, or MDC, is and some of its offerings. I'll walk you through how to onboard Azure Stack HCI to MDC. Next, I'll share a demo of MDC in the Azure portal and then highlight some of its benefits. Finally, I'll wrap up with some resources about HCI's key security features and how to get started with Microsoft Defender for Cloud. I'll also share a little bit about our future vision for HCI security management from Azure. Microsoft Defender for Cloud is Microsoft's big bet for cloud security management. Starting off with some background, what exactly does MDC offer? MDC empowers customers to secure all their Azure resources with a single platform. Microsoft Defender for Cloud is a multi-cloud solution that consists of DevOps security management, cloud security posture management, and cloud workload protection. Cloud Security Posture Management, or CSPM, consists of features you might already be familiar with, such as a cloud secure score, recommendations about how to harden the security posture of your resources, and security alerts that identify real-time incidents. Workload protections include the paid resource plans, such as Defender for Servers, Defender for Containers, Defender for Storage, and others. These plans include enhanced security features such as Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, as well as attack path analysis, vulnerability scanning, regulatory compliance, and more. Onboarding Azure Stack HCI hosts to MDC is super easy. When you register your cluster with Azure, each cluster node automatically gets Arc-enabled. This means you can manage your cluster nodes as Arc-enabled servers directly from the Azure portal. Microsoft Defender for Cloud is enabled at the subscription level, rather than the individual resource level. This makes it extra simple, because if you already have Defender for Servers plans 1 or 2 enabled, your Arc-enabled HCI nodes will automatically get enrolled too. If this is your first time enabling Microsoft Defender for Cloud, you can choose to turn on the free plan only, or go ahead and select the paid Defender for Servers option 1 or 2. Features included are recommendations, security alerts, extended detection and response, or XDR capabilities, Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, or MDE, which is a big win, and many more enhanced security features. Now for a demo. We're going to explore the security posture of a 22H2 HCI cluster that has the supplemental package already installed. Let's navigate to the Azure Stack HCI cluster resource in the Azure portal. By clicking on the Nodes tab, I can access the 2 HCI cluster nodes represented as Arc-enabled servers. Let's click on the first one to drill down further. Reviewing the Capabilities tile, I find the Security tile. Clicking on this tile brings me to the Security blade. Here, I can confirm that Defender for Servers has already been enabled. By navigating to the Extensions blade, I can verify that MDE, or the Microsoft Defender for Endpoint extension, is also already installed. The MDE license is included in Defender for Servers. Going back to the Security blade, let's review some of the MDC recommendations that are provided for this HCI server. The third recommendation reads, vulnerabilities in security configuration on your Windows machines should be remediated, powered by guest configuration. Let's click on it to learn more. Click on View Policy Definition at the top to learn more about the Azure policy that supports this recommendation. The policy definition consists of the Azure Compute Security Baseline. Switching to the Machine Configuration blade, we can better understand compliance with the Azure Security Baseline, also known as the Azure Windows Baseline. The security settings of this cluster have not been modified at all since deployment, and it's already 90% compliant with the baseline. This is because Azure Stack HCI is secure out of the box. Returning to the Security blade, I can explore all the MDC info for this server, such as recommendations and any real-time security alerts. By clicking on View Additional Recommendations, I'm taken to the At-Scale view for MDC. Here I can view the recommendations for all my Azure resources. Let's filter by virtual machines, for example. This shows me only the recommendations applicable to my VMs. I can also review my overall cloud secure score in this view. I can click on All Recommendations to see a flat list view. There are several benefits to the at-scale security management story for Azure Stack HCI. HCI version 22H2 plus the Lifecycle Manager that's included in the supplemental package is secure out of the box. As seen in the demo, the HCI cluster nodes are automatically 90% compliant with the Azure Security Baseline. A new feature known as Drift Control acts like an automated refresher to maintain this secure state. Every hour or so, it checks the values of all the security settings against the desired state and autocorrects any settings that might have drifted, so you can feel confident that your fleet of HCI clusters always remains secure. Leveraging the power of Azure Arc, Azure Stack HCI is seamlessly integrated with Microsoft Defender for Cloud. It provides at-scale security management for all Azure resources, whether they're on-prem or cloud-native. The MDC platform in the Azure portal provides a single pane of glass to make it faster and easier to assess the security posture of your entire HCI fleet, plus respond to real-time security alerts. You can do all of this without leaving the Azure portal. Looking ahead, we're aiming to reach 100% compliance with the Azure Security Baseline. We're also planning to add Azure Stack HCI specific security settings that can be managed directly through MDC. To learn more about the Security Baseline and the HCI supplemental package, refer to the public documentation on Microsoft Learn. You can also find deployment guides to get started with Defender for Servers for on-prem and hybrid cloud resources like Azure Stack HCI. Thank you so much for listening. If you're looking to manage the security posture of your entire fleet of HCI clusters, harnessing the power of Microsoft Defender for Cloud is the way to go.